That don't even make no sense. Why the fuck would we act like we got beef? That don't make no sense. He's like, yeah, you're right. Like he was disappointed that I wasn't with the shit. That's why today, even to this day, it make me mad because this was his plan 15 years ago to act like we got a problem that we don't have. We don't, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't think that's cool.
And there it is. Did y'all hear that clip? That was Cam explaining how Jim Jones told him, and it's documented. You can go find Jim Jones saying it. It's documented. Jim Jones, after he dropped Ballin' and he became famous and he knew everything about hip hop that he thought he could know because he was putting out hit records and getting signed to Koch Records and all of that while Ken was becoming a legend and doing his thing in Rockefeller. Jones was at Koch Records, putting out hit records. Ballin' dropped there. Everything was going well for both guys, and I guess Jim went up to Cam and was like, "Yo, let's spar a little bit. Let's spar. Let's show the world, what we doing." Because Beef was obviously back then selling records. Y'all remember Beef DVDs? Jay-Z and Nas beef was crazy. Beanie and Kiss beef was crazy. So beef was prevalent back then. We had the Beef DVD game, and G Unit was beefing. T.I. and Little Flip and all these guys was beefing. It was just like beef was controlling hip hop at the time, and we all wanted it. We all wanted that beef. But as you can see, Cam wasn't with it. Cam was not with it. He didn't want it. But at that time, I just felt like Jim Jones wanted to prove himself. Jim Jones wanted to be the guy. He wanted to show everybody because I can rap. His story never changed. Let's give Jim Jones his props. His story never changed. You could go document it. Cam played it on his podcast yesterday. Mace taught Jones how to rap. And I used to rap. I used to make hip hop music. I know how hard it is to be a beginner and be to where you are now. So, of course, Jones rapping, working his way through the industry, trying to prove to people he could rap, trying to prove to people like Funk Flex. If you go watch the Funk Flex interview from 8 years ago with him and Jones, where Jones was crying on TV, crying on YouTube for his respect, crying for people to give him the love that he deserves, crying for people to give him the respect and everything that he earned in the industry, his gangster title, his blood title. He went up there to cry for it. And we all felt them, even though Funk Flex is a horrible interviewer. That was horrible. We hated Flex for that interview. But Jones was making his case that he was a big integral part of Dipset, which Cam never denied, which nobody never denied. Their stories both stay the same. How they met 8 years ago, of course, the beef was prevalent. You knew what was going on. Cam was saying that he wasn't from Harlem. Everybody knew that he was from the Bronx and all the stuff that was going on. He had his grandmother there, how they met. None of their stories changed. Both their stories match. Where the story changes is both are now platinum